All our sessions will be recorded, and of course, we shall be able to store them in our learning management system for your reference, because you must be making a lot of reference to any programming classes. So programming for kids is an exciting event. It is something in this case that all of us will be able to appreciate. So even if you're an adult, please, you're welcome to stay around here, because you know, when we talk of programming for kids, we are starting from nil base. All right, but within no time, we shall be able to grow in this programming knowledge to very, very great heights. Now, and then today, I would want us to start right away by looking at the simplest of them all, the simplest of these programming languages. All right, so which is this system that we shall be using here to develop codes in a very simple way that will be able to run great operations around here. I'll want to introduce you to what we call Scratch. So Scratch is what we are using. Scratch is what we are using. So it's called a Scratch programming language. Let me just get a place to write here. There's quite some noise where I am. Okay. Great. So in this case here, the name of the programming language, we're not going to start high there with Java, Python, no. We are starting with what we call Scratch. And this Scratch, of course, comes from these people who know some kind of music. You must have heard of DJs saying that they are scratching, all right? So they mix, in this case here, for example, various sounds, and you're able to get some nice kind of what here, I mean, reactions coming out of their mix, Scratch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to share my screen here and take you through the process of opening a Scratch account, because you must open a Scratch account, and then from there, we shall be able to develop characters, and then we move together. So then I'm sharing my screen here. I'm sharing my screen here. So I would want you guys to open your browsers here. Open, in this case here, your browsers. And once you open your browser, I would want somebody to go there and type Scratch. Scratch like that. Scratch.mit.edu. Edu like that. Scratch.mit.edu. For the kids who are around here, you guys will be getting very many presents from Mwalimu here, provided you are a very good listener and you are ready to put in the time. You will get very, very many presents. Very, very many presents. So go to your browser. Browser could be like the Google. We have in this case here, for example, the Explorer e-browser, like the one that I'm using here. All right. And then once, ladies and gentlemen, you are able to type there, scratch.mit.edu. I would expect you to say enter. I would expect you to say enter there. All right. All right. So I would expect you to create an account. Unfortunately for Mwalimu here, I had already created an account. So it's coming straight away. I would want you to create your own accounts in this Scratch, mit.edu. All right. That is where we shall be getting projects to do. Is there anybody who is able to share their screen? Is there anybody who is able to share their screen with me here so that I can guide them? How do we create this particular? Please try sharing your screen. Especially the adults that we have around here, they should be able to share their screen. And then I guide them through, because mine already, I have an account. It will not be the very best to show you how this scratch.mit.edu account is being created. Somebody should be able to share their screen. On Zoom, you can see share screen. Thank you, FSK. Great, great. So please go to the browser up there and type scratch.mit. Yes, up there. Yes. Scratch. .mit. Once you complete writing the word scratch like that, .mit. Scratch. You are very right. I don't know why you rubbed it. Scratch. .mit. .edu for education. Enter. All right. So I want you to go straight away to where you can see join Scratch. Join Scratch up there on your right side. Join Scratch. And I hope everybody is now following. Join Scratch. So please create a username. It has to be one word. Even if you have got two names there, like Joshua Aura, you don't leave space in between. So use your name. Frederick. So don't leave any space. If I were you, I would have created the second one because you can easily get someone else using that Frederick as a username. So to avoid the back and forth, great. And then put your own password. Put your own password there. It doesn't have to be very strong. Just put your own password. So, and I hope everybody is able to do that. I hope everybody is able to follow. Of course, don't type this guy's password. Try the password again. Type the password again. So Kasneb. And then you say next. There's next down there. If you wish to save, okay, first of all, select country, which is Kenya. Okay, I can see somebody is not able to do it. I'll be able to assist. Kenya. All right. So next. So when were you born? You can just put the month and the year. No worries. We are here to just learn. So for the kids who are here, perhaps you could put, because they would expect, of course, you to be more than 18 years, you can put the date of birth of your parent. Date of birth of your parent. Date of birth of your parent. Okay, so next, before I go to answer Schweb, gender, of course, male. Next. So what is your email address? Use your parent's email address if you're very young. You must type an email address down there. Very good. So now, before you proceed, you must go to your email account. They have sent something there. You unlock. There is a link they have sent to you there. You're supposed to accept. If you go to your email address, it can be even on phone. It can even be on phone. So you can stop sharing. You can stop sharing now. Please go to your email address. You'll get an email from Scratch and activate your email. Activate, I mean this, by saying accept. There is a link you have to click there. So can I get somebody else in this case here who is just willing to share their screen for demonstration purposes? Because you cannot progress without having opened the Scratch. Like this guy called Schweb. Are you able to share your screen? For the children who are around here, after you put your parents, you must put your parents. Already this guy has even the Sprite. It's called Sprite. This must be a very good person. I should be able to reward this Paul guy. I should be able to reward. Already Paul is in the account there. Thank you, Paul. Great, great. Schweb, fine. I can see you've just joined now, but are you able to share your screen? I don't know whether you can see the share screen button. Thanks, Gueron. Great. Select country, Kenya. You can press K, you can type K, you can type K somewhere to be able to move fast. If you say K, okay. So Schweb, I hope you are seeing, trying to look at, yes, next. So now, when were you born? If you're very young, ensure you're putting the date of birth of your parents or any year, which will give you more than 18 years. So for example, don't write anything like 2020. These guys will not give you, these guys will not be able to give you an account. So January, that's okay. Write January there. He was progressing very well. Meanwhile, Schwebe, I want to believe that you are looking for share. All right, so the year, all right, 2004. Yep, that's okay. It's more than 18. And then next down there. So the moment you are good in doing this programming using Scratch, being able to do basic things like, for example, creation of games, all right? Creation of chatbots like the one Safaricom uses called Zuri. My friend, there is next there. Down there, there is next. Down here, there is next. Press next. So what is your gender? If it's male, you say male. If it's female, you say female, and then you say next. So like Safaricom, they have a chatbot called Zuri, which in this case, at the moment you get to Zuri, even on Facebook, it will ask you, for example, what is your name? You respond. What problems do you have? You say. It is able to direct you very well. That's what we shall be able to develop using, in this case here, Zuri, using Scratch. Please just click on your gender, or you can say, I prefer not to say. They also allow, I prefer not to say. Gender, you only pick one. You pick one amongst those. So are you male, female, or do you prefer not to say? Great. So Schweb, were you able to see where you can share your screen for me to show you how you're going to get to Scratch? So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Dr. Joshua Aura. I work for one of the biggest software companies in the world. It's based in Sweden. We do a lot of programming, and any programmers they bring at our workplace, we normally start by teaching them the basic coding, even if they come. So if you're using smartphone, that will be quite tough. So even if they come, in this case here, having done very, very big programming languages, we will always begin them from down here. Scratch. We must scratch things. We must scratch the surface. The moment in this case you scratch the surface, and the other things become very, very easy. So Shub, what we shall do, I'll be able to share this recording with you, and then you'll be able to follow how to open this Scratch account from whatever you'll be able to see in the video. Then if you allow Mwalimu here, I will be able to go straight away to my account. So if you are able to open to the end, I would want you to come here where you have my staff folder. I think I moved a bit fast there. There is this folder, which is called what here? My staff. This one here, my staff. Whatever I code, whatever I create will be stored here. So I'll be able to say here my staff. So when I say my staff, ladies and gentlemen, what am I able to see here? Of course, everything that I've done will be there. But in my case, I want now to engage in a very new project. So I'll say new project. I will say new project. So it's creating a new project, a new project. Now, this thing works with what I will call like a robot, a chatbot. So this icon you are seeing here, the cat, in Scratch, we call them sprites. Sprite. So your cat here, the name of your cat is the famous soda called Sprite. But remember the name, you can always rename here down. If you want to rename and call it, for example, whatever, if you love cat, it is, you can call it whatever. So then my work will be to come up with a code that will be able to tell this cat, for example, run. That will be able to tell this cat that, for example, when you are asked a question, please respond to this question like this. All right. I will not change the name at the beginning. I'll just leave it like that. I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it like that. Now, please listen. Please listen and listen to me very well. My codes are here. You can see the codes. They are here. Now, if you hit the face of this icon, this character, if you don't like it, there are three ways. You are allowed, when you become so much advanced in the language, programming language, you can draw your own. You can draw your own avatar. You can draw your own character. If you have some character that you love, it could be like a very good cartoon that is stored somewhere. You can also import a cartoon, for example, from any other place in your photos or wherever, all right? And then you put it here, all right? So in this case, as we advance, of course, I expect you guys to be using your own characters. We call them avatars. We call them sprites. We call them sprites. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want in this case here us to make the very, very fast moves, the very, very fast moves. So then how do we make these moves? Very, very easy. Very, very easy. This is the easiest programming language. You know, when you develop a program, you're basically developing a set of commands that will be able, for those of you who are in accounts, that will be able, for example, to do accounting, financial reporting for institutions. So here, I will be able to develop a program that will be able to speak to this cat. I will not be calling it cat, I'll be calling it sprite. They're called sprites here. To this sprite, and this sprite will be able to make moves. Will be able to make moves. Will be able to make moves. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want us to book an event. So now I'm booking an event. So I've been able to click under the codes. I've been able to click events. Under these events, once I click on events, I'm seeing so many codes here. I would want us to pick this first one. We drag it to our canvas. We drag this to our canvas. So what are we telling our program? We are telling our program that when we click this flag, you can see when the flag is clicked, something shall be happening here. Something shall be happening there. Something shall be happening there. All right. So I would want, when I click this flag, for example, this cat says hello and smiles. Hello and smiles. So I'll be able to pick the next item here before. Please don't do anything, do nothing. I'll be able to repeat here. I'll be able to repeat severally. So you'll come and say, ladies and gentlemen, here, looks. So this looks, you click on the looks, So on the looks, I would want this thing to say hello for 2 seconds. So what I'll do, I'll come and drag this. I drag this. You can see where this, like that. And then I release. It will be able to connect. They have joints here. Looks complicated. This is the easiest thing. I'm developing a program that will be able to talk to this cat. Now listen, come here I'll be able to also look at what we call the motions. I would want this thing to move. So when I say motion, I'll come and tell this thing, hey, you know what? I would want you to be moving. Like, for example, you move 10 steps. Put there. You put there. Now, I would want as it moves, I would want it to be moving clockwise 15 degrees. This one here, clockwise 15 degrees. Clockwise, for example, 15 degrees. So then what would this really mean? What this would mean is that already I've finished doing my command. If I come and, for example, just click on the flag, because I've told the clock, the program, when the flag is clicked, the avatar, the sprite should be able to say hello. And after it says hello, it should be able to move. And I don't want it to move on a straight line. I would want it to move in circles, 15 degrees, like that. So let me see what happens when I say here, click the flag. You can see already saying hello. You can see it's moving. And it has been able to bend in some inclination 15 degrees. So it means now again, I click again. I've clicked again, so it's saying again, hello, keeps on bending. I click again. But you see, this can really, really get tiresome. So then what I need to do is to come to my control. I would want a controlled program, really. So if I click on this control, I'll be able to say, for example, forever, that I want these moves here and turns here to be forever, I would want them to be forever. I would want them to be forever. So when I come, ladies and gentlemen, here, and for example, I click this flag, I click the flag, you can now see it is moving forever, moving in those inclinations, moving like that, moving forever. It said hello once, and now it's moving forever. So I would want to repeat this. It may look stupid, ladies and gentlemen, when we start, but as we progress, you like it. There is a stop function. You like this. So you can see, I'm using a set of programs to have my cat making moves. I'll be using a set of programs to make this cat provide solutions. Later on, when we go to the advanced levels of coding, it's all about you using these robots to make solutions that can really come in handy to help human beings. Like currently, we have so many companies that have very many inquiries. Like even where I teach, the college I teach, we are supporting over 2,000 students. And these 2,000 students are asking so many questions. So at times, it may become, overwhelming to have a human being receptionists. I would rather in this case, you have a robot. And now this is what I would want to teach you guys. At the end of our training, we shall be able to develop games. I will not want my children, like now my own children, they don't play games, these computer games. Like for example, what we have the PlayStations. They don't play, in this case here, games developed by others. No, they play games in this case that they do what they develop. And the good thing is that once you start, like these PlayStations at times can hook so many young children in a very bad way. But what I discovered, when you start yourself making now games, you're making games, you see now the competition changes. You'll not be hooked at watching or rather playing games done by other people. You actually start despising those games. All right, you want to be on top of the game. You're producing games, and once you produce them, you start sharing them. Then automatically, especially if it's a very good game, you will start earning at a very tender age. And most importantly, as you produce these games often, you are now in this case here making your Excel. You are making in this case here your programming skills to improve by the day, because it is not easy for you to sit down and, for example, come up with a snake and ladders game, which people are able to play, and they're even willing to pay you. It's not very easy. You must be really ready to put in the time. Now, I would want to see whether the guys who are able to create their own account, were they able to see where my staff is? Is there somebody who can share their screen? Please don't fear. But I'll show you, at least Lesamta in this case here has been able to reach where I am. and she's not able. Okay, and I would want to send a few presents here to great. Like Guaron, D is doing very well. My staff is up there, great. So my staff is up there. Are you able to see near your name? Near your name, there is after the email. There is that one. Yeah, click that one. Not email, that one. Click that one just once. Great. You haven't confirmed the email. I don't know whether Guiron, you are able to access your email. If you're not able to access your email, perhaps you're a young person, please tell your parent. This is an email that has been sent to your parent from scratch, that is supposed to go there and click something. Oh, this must be a big man. So go to Gmail there. Go to Gmail there. There's an email which has been sent to you. All right, from scratch. All right. You can see confirm your Scratch account. All right, confirm your Scratch account. Confirm your Scratch account. Just click once, just once, like you've clicked loading. It's loading. I don't know whether it's taking forever, but just let's give it time. So especially accountants that are here training with me today, if you are not really keen with programming, then as an accountant, you'll not be able to go very far. If you'd want to go very far, you must be good. Confirm your Scratch account. So there is if you go down there, you'll be able to see some link. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to see some link. Just scroll down. Scroll down. There is that on your right side, you'll be able to see that bar, which you can use to go down. There's a bar on your right side. Not that one, not that one. That one will take you by the side. Up there, if you just move up there a little bit, there is that single column. It's like a column. Move slightly to the left, slightly to the left, slightly to the left, slightly to the left again. No, that's down. To the left slightly. Again, left slightly. Again. You'll be able to see a gray bar, a gray bar. A gray bar. You have gone down, kabisa. I don't know why you are up there at the right. Now move on the left, just like 2 seconds. To your left. There is a bar there which is gray in color. Which you can use in this case here to scroll down. You have gone very far away. Not up there, where you are, where you have that capacity. Oh, we shall overcome. Let me share mine. Let me share mine. Let me share mine. All right. I think mine was Yahoo. Oops. You see, like now this thing here, you can use this thing here to move up and down. This one here. You can use this to move up and down as you wish. As you wish. This one here. Please try using it, Guiron, and then you will tell me whether you are able to do that. Meanwhile, I'll be able to go back and answer this great lady where the stop. This is a stop, Leshanta. This one here. This is a stop. This is a stop. I like this pride. This is a great thing. It's able to do wonderful things. It's able to do wonderful things. It's able to do wonderful things. All right. All right. So now Guaron is sharing. All right. Welcome to Scratch. Now you are okay now. Now you are okay now. So then I want us to go to my projects, my stuff, near the email icon up there, near where we have Guiron. you should be able to see something written S, like a dollar sign. Click on that one. It's called My Stuff. All right. Now you can start a new project. Now you can start a new project. Now you can start a new project. You can see down there, new project plus new project. That one. Yes, click there. Give it time, give it time, give it time. So it's a course that I'm charging 5,000 Kenya shillings per child, and it's a very important course. This is a very important course. So in this, of course, I'll refer everybody to a child. Everybody will be a child, even if you're 45 years old, because we shall be doing crazy things, small things. But within no minute, within a month or two, you'll really be able to go very far in terms of what here, your knowledge here. What happened to Guiron's, Guiron, is your internet good, really? I doubt. Guiron, your internet is not good. Can we have somebody else in this case here who is sharing their screen as we wait for Guiron in this case here to see his table down, rather his stuff downloading. Any other person who is able to share their screen. In most cases, it will be you guys sharing your screen. Wow, you can see already this guy is ahead of things. This guy is ahead of things. This guy is ahead of things. He has now gone even beyond what he has gone beyond. I think I should give this guy a present. If Monene, if you have a mobile number there, can you kindly put your mobile number in the text? I send you 500 shillings. You are a very good, straight, fast learner. Ameweka fight already. Eh? This thing is Monene very fast. Are you able to put so many kids are going to get very many presents. Here there are very, very many presents which will be given out. Which will be given out. Every day I must give a present. Every day. 2 presents. Monene, are you able to type your number here? If you don't have a number, your parent's number, and then you will explain to the parent where the money came from. All right, great. So there is a lot of fun, so many presents, and then at the end of the day, every person should be able to develop their own project, should be able to give us their game. They should be able to, The 5,000 is for the app? No, it's for the training, for my training, for the time that I'll be able to put in to take you through the entire course. The app is free. All right. One I've already been able to send. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall be having this particular class every 2 p.m. until the 22nd. It must be your internet, Guiron, trust you me. Must be your internet, because already you have done everything. It must be your internet. Just check on your internet. So every day at 2 p.m. up to the 22nd of December. Then I would expect all kids to be involved in projects in the morning before we meet. Great. So today was the first session, and I would want us to end it there. And if possible, ladies and gentlemen, I would expect you to bring your friends to join. Already currently we are how many? About 12. 12 is a small number for me. I would want this number to hit 100. It's for kids, it's for high school people, it's for accountants, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. For the first session, and there it has been a pleasure hosting you around. Say hi to your family, say hi to your friends. Thanks and bye. Just keep on trying, Werona, to believe it's your internet. Keep on trying. There must be something wrong there. Keep on trying. Thank you.